Imagine trying to flirt in a world with no phones, no DMs, no dating apps, just body odor, arranged marriages, and a lute. Welcome to medieval dating, where shooting your shot meant risking your head, literally. You think ghosting hurts? Try being ignored by a lady who lives in a castle tower and communicates through her father's armed guards. Forget Netflix and chill, it's banquet and betrothal, and you're lucky if you don't end up promised to someone you've never met. In a time where love letters were hand-delivered by sweaty messengers, and perfume was just rosemary stuffed in your shirt, romance was equal parts tragic, dramatic, and incredibly unhygienic. So, grab your quill and your chainmail, because it's time to survive medieval dating. Let's start with the basics. Love in the Middle Ages wasn't about feelings, it was about land, alliances, and cows. Marriages were basically political contracts wrapped in poetry. A nobleman didn't ask, "Do you love me?" He asked, "How many acres come with your dowry?" For peasants, things weren't much better. If you fancied someone, you didn't swipe right, you went to the village festival, danced awkwardly, and hoped you didn't step on their feet. Flirting was usually just eye contact followed by immediate marriage talks. Romance moved fast because, well, people didn't live long, and if you were lucky enough to find true love, there were rules, a lot of rules. In courtly love, knights were expected to worship noble ladies like goddesses, writing songs, poems, or even fighting duels for their favor. Sounds romantic, right? Except you probably weren't allowed to actually talk to her. The most you could hope for was a smile or a single glove as a token of affection. For commoners, dating rituals were far more chaotic. Picture this: you bring your crush a loaf of bread, compliment her new linen bonnet, and she tests your devotion by making you do chores for her father. Welcome to the original Meet the Parents challenge. And then there's hygiene. Medieval people didn't bathe much, and perfume was expensive. So instead of "you smell nice," the medieval compliment was more like, "you smell the least like goats today." Medieval weddings. Oh, they were wild. No white dresses, no rings, just shouting vows in public, followed by an all-night feast of questionable food, bad ale, and someone probably fighting the minstrel. And the wedding night. Let's just say privacy wasn't a thing. Sometimes witnesses stood in the room to confirm the marriage was official. Romantic? Not quite. As for breakups, you couldn't just block someone. You needed a priest, witnesses, and sometimes the Pope. If you were caught cheating, the punishment wasn't heartbreak, it was public humiliation. So next time you complain about a bad date or an awkward text, remember, at least you didn't have to win someone's heart through a jousting match or survive the plague together. Medieval dating was brutal, dramatic, and occasionally fatal. Because in a world of castles, contracts, and questionable hygiene, finding love wasn't about charm, it was about survival. So yeah, you wouldn't last a day in medieval dating.